This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Bees live on honey. This is food for the insects, and we all agree that honey is sweet, but the question is, how is honey made? Honey is a sweet substance that is derived by bees from nectar. Nectar is a liquid substance found in flowering plants. It contains 20% complex sugar and 80% water. Other than the sugar, there are minerals, organic acids, vitamins, pigments, and aromatic substances in the nectar. Honey is the resultant monosaccharide, fructose, and glucose found in nectar. Human beings use honey as food, and so do bees. But what makes the substance so sweet? What is the process that is followed in making it? This paper analyzes the process that bees follow when making honey. 4-step process. Stage 1. The first step in making honey starts with the collection of honey. Bees organize themselves in colonies and assign responsibilities to each of them. The bees that collect nectar are called field bees or older working bees. The older working bee has a tongue known as proboscis. It resembles a tube, and this is the part used in collecting nectar. The proboscis has its root in a special stomach in the bee called the honey stomach. After the nectar has been collected, the bee ensures its honey stomach is complete before going to the hive. The average mass that a bee honey stomach can hold is 4 grams, approximately half the insect's weight. Filling the stomach requires 50 to 150 flowers, depending on the type of flower and the amount of nectar available. Stage 2. After the bee has filled its stomach, it flies back to the hive. During this period, the conversion of nectar to honey starts. It adds some substances to the nectar called invertases. These are enzymes that break the nectar into more simple sugar compounds. They are mostly broken into glucose, grape sugar, and fructose, fruit sugar. Once in the hive, bees called young working bees suck the nectar from the stomach of the old working bees using their proboscis. The sucked nectar is stored in combs. Stage 3. This is the stage where the house bees turn the nectar into raw honey by adding a specific enzyme to the honey using their mouth. The enzymes are in the mouth and are mixed with the nectar to produce what can be referred to as unrefined honey. The process takes about 20 minutes. At this stage, the honey has a high water content and is kept in the honey cells by the same bee house bees. After the honey has been put in the cell, the house bees start the process of evaporating the water content in the raw honey. This is done by fanning their wings. The resultant is a thickened raw honey. This process is called ripening. The ripened honey has about 15% to 20% moisture content. The water in the form of droplets is removed by the use of mouth sucking. Stage 4. After the above has been done, then other enzymes are added that are meant to prevent further fermentation and contamination from bacteria. After it has been added and they are sure that the raw honey is well protected, the next house bees make sealing on the top of the cell. The seal is through a thin wax component that is airtight proving. The wax is formed in small sheets found under the abdomen of the bee. When this has been done, the honey is said to be completed and left for use. In cases where no nectar is freely available in the neighborhood, a certain colony sends a spy bee, a male bee, to look for new areas where they will get nectar. When it has found a place with flowering plants, it passes the message to the others in the form of a dance that directs the others to the place where there is nectar. A typical colony can produce 30 to 50 kilograms of honey per year. The bees do not stop making honey until all the cells have been filled. They use it as their food, and human beings harvest the same food. Conclusion. Making honey is a process that the bees seem to have mastered. Like any other manufacturing process, it is sequential and followed all the way to the end. It starts with gathering the raw materials, in this case, nectar. Work here is divided according to each bee's expertise. The field bees are responsible for collecting honey and looking for areas where plants are flowering for the same task. There are house bees left in the hives as they prepare places where the new nectar will be stored, as well as protecting the honey in the place. This essay on the process of making honey was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for.